What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Motor City Sports Central. I'm Alex, back at you guys with another video. And first, let me start off by saying that I am grateful I am back with another video because for a while there, the well was completely dry when it came to news in the world of Detroit sports until a few days ago I was scrolling through Twitter and saw that Adrian Wojnarowski, the NBA mastermind for ESPN that people like to call Woj, dropped a tweet that said the Pistons are opening up a search for a new general manager to work alongside Ed Stefanski. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 3 candidates that I think have a good chance of filling this role in the Pistons front office. So without further ado, let's roll the intro. Now I'm going to start off with a little background since some of you may be wondering why the Pistons don't even have a general manager to begin with. Well, back in 2018, the Pistons finished off another lackluster season with a record of 39-43 and decided to fire their head coach Stan Van Gundy and then general manager Jeff Bauer and bring in Dwayne Casey and Ed Stefanski. Dwayne Casey, of course, filling the role of head coach, and Ed Stefanski, instead of being named general manager, was named Senior Adviser, who would oversee all front office operations in Detroit. The next season, the Pistons, alongside Dwayne Casey, Ed Stefanski, and their shiny new toy, Blake Griffin, decided to make a run at the postseason and ultimately made it. But we all know how that part of the story ended. Fast forward to now, and the Pistons have a 20-46 record, the 5th best odds of the first overall pick in this season's NBA draft lottery, and a senior advisor in Ed Stefanski that has claimed loud and proud that Detroit is entering a rebuild, which if you ask me, is a pretty convenient time to finally hire a general manager. So who do I think the Pistons should bring in to interview for the general manager spot? Well, there are many worthy candidates, but many fans are calling for former players to come in and fill that spot. One in particular being none other than
Piston helm, red, blue, and white, tonight, the 6'3", Chauncey.
Thank you, Mason, for that thrilling introduction. As you guys may know, Chauncey Billups was with the Pistons for a total of 8 seasons, averaging 16 points and 6 assists, all while giving the team a championship run in the year 2004 and earning himself the name Mr. Big Shot. Chauncey is by far the fan favorite for the general manager job, and the fan base has loved him ever since he retired. And even though he has played for 6 different other NBA teams in his career, he has shown the love right back. However, it should be noted that Chauncey Billups has absolutely no front office experience. Since he retired in the year 2014, he's been keeping himself busy by becoming a very respectful color commentator for ESPN. So he has been becoming acquainted and studying many of today's NBA players firsthand. I don't think Chauncey should be the go-to option for the Pistons due to his inexperience, but I do think he should be given a shot to prove himself with an interview. However, there is another Pistons player that does have some front office experience, which is none other than my next candidate.
From Kentucky, the Palace time is for the 6'9", number 22, Tayshaun Prince.
In 12 seasons with the Pistons, Tayshaun Prince averaged 12 points and 4 rebounds and was also a member of that 2004 championship winning team. Tayshaun has been a member of the Memphis Grizzlies front office since 2017 and was recently promoted to be a special advisor to the general manager there. Not only has he played with a good portion of today's NBA superstars, but he has also helped kickstart the Memphis Grizzlies' own rebuild. Memphis has been lucky enough to bring in a lot of good young talent the last couple years, including Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant, and they may also make the playoffs this season. Tayshaun Prince's playing experience with the Pistons and now the resume he is building as a exec in the Memphis Grizzlies front office make him a very appealing hire in my book, but it should be considered that maybe hiring a former player isn't the best route. The last time the Pistons had a former player at the helm was actually not too long ago with Joe Dumars, and although he was the general manager when the team won the chip in 2004, he did make some very questionable decisions like passing up on drafting players like Carmelo Anthony, Paul George, and Kemba Walker, which as a result set up the Pistons with 0 playoff wins from 2009 to when he was fired in 2014. Yes, Dumars was the guy that drafted Darko. So who is someone that I think would make a good general manager for Detroit that is from outside the franchise? Well, I'd like to introduce to you Troy Weaver. Weaver has ample front office experience as he has been the vice president of basketball operations for the Oklahoma City Thunder for 12 years. Now, although the Thunder have no championships during his tenure, they have been successful. OKC has drafted very well as they've brought in players like Russell Westbrook and James Harden among others, and they've also been very good at trading. They've been set up with many first round picks over the next 5 years or so, and they are still playoff contenders even after trading away Paul George and Russell Westbrook this past summer. OKC, I think, is a team that doesn't get enough credit for the moves its front office pulls off, and Troy Weaver just so happens to be at the center of that. So those are my 3 candidates, and the bottom line is this. The Pistons have a very, very crucial offseason in front of them, and it starts with whoever they decide to hire as general manager. A good general manager could make the difference between a very quick and successful rebuild for the Pistons or keeping Detroit as a very mediocre franchise. That's going to be my time for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. For those of you that didn't see my last video, I am now on Twitter. Yes, go follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description below. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.